Welcome to Chat with Kat. My name is Catherine, but you can call me Kat for short. This is my very first YouTube channel, so welcome you guys. I hope you enjoy this video and learn a little bit something about me. So I wanted to start off my channel with a series called Achilles tendon rupture. I want to talk about my injury and what's going to happen as far as recovery. So about 3 weeks ago on December 16th, me and my family went to a gym in Concord, which has obstacle course similar to what's on American Ninja Warrior. Now, if you aren't familiar with the show, it's basically an obstacle course challenge where you compete for the best time and you can progress and move forward into the real competition in Tokyo. So if you want to Google that real quick, you'll have an idea of what I'm talking about. But basically, in this gym in Concord, there was an obstacle course which was staggered steps about 2 feet apart. And so you want to leap from one step to the next. I'm about 4'10" and a half, 4'11", and so 2 feet is half my height. So I hopped along 4 steps, and on my 5th one, I just landed wrong and heard a pop sound. Now, I thought the pop sound was my knee hitting the backboard, but in reality, that pop sound was my Achilles tendon popping, and so it ruptured. It completely broke off. Now, initially, I thought it was no big deal, and I just had a sprained ankle. So after that night, I just took it easy, took a couple days off of work, and thought it could heal on its own and I could monitor it and take care of it myself. I even called the advice nurse, and the advice nurse says, maybe you should go check. But I was like, really? Do I really need to go? And if I really need to go, what are the symptoms? And she broke it down for me. If there's any new sensations, symptoms, tingling, numbness, anything like that, go see a doctor. And I was like, okay, I can do this. But everybody was telling me, go to the doctors, get it checked. Even if it's no big deal, get it checked. Better safe than sorry. And I ignored them. I said, no, I can do this. It's okay. It's not a big deal. And so for 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks, I did my regular routine. And I was easy on it, but not in the correct way. I was walking as if I didn't have a sprained ankle. I was going up and down stairs. I even went to the snow, and thank God I didn't hurt myself there. But I was carrying around my niece and nephew, like normal activity, like no big deal. I did have a pretty bad limp, but just recently I started feeling better, so I felt like, oh, okay, it's progressing. The bruising's gone down, the swelling's gone down, the pain's less. And then just the past couple of nights, when you're sleeping, you're stretching your legs, that normal stuff. Well, I started getting some pain, and instead of the pain going away, it kind of lingered. And then I developed some new bruising, so I was like, oh, that's new. And believe me, I still had no plans of going to the doctors, but I was like, might as well. I should get these symptoms checked out. And I literally only went to the doctors to prove to everybody that I was right all along. That my expectation was the doctor was just going to tell me, Catherine, you have a sprained ankle. Get some bed rest and it will heal on its own. Honestly, that was my only expectation. So today I got off of work early, and so I decided, okay, today's the day. I made the appointment, and I had my boyfriend and youngest brother go with me. And I'm like, okay, no big deal, whatever. Okay, boom, I get in there. Now, mind you, my pain level when I arrived to the hospital was about a 3. Not in any real pain, just a little bit uncomfortable. And then doctor starts touching around my ankle. I'm gripping onto the bed. I'm like, ah! And I'm like perspiring from the pain. I'm like, I didn't even know that the pain existed. He was like, Catherine, normally when people get injured, they come into the hospital right away. Well, duh, I know that. And normally we were able to diagnose them right away. Now, in your case, we would have had surgery. And I'm like, doctors say, what? Excuse me? Surgery? You're kidding, right? And I, kid you not, was kind of hysterically laughing at him because it was just too comical to believe this was even happening. I thought he was just trying to scare me for waiting almost 3 weeks before getting checked up. But doctor was stoic and completely serious. No, really, surgery. I'm like, doctor, surgery. He's like, okay, go get x-rayed. So I go get x-rayed. X-rays come back normal. Thank God there's no broken bones. But actually, having a broken bone is a lot easier as far as recovery than rupturing a tendon. So he calls on the podiatrist, and podiatrist basically just solidified everything that first doctor said. I'm like, doctor, be real with me. Do I really need surgery? Like, really? And he was like, yeah. You had two options if you came in initially, and that was one, conservative treatment, which was put you in a cast. But that option would have only been available if I had came in right away, maybe even after a week post-injury. But no, I waited close to 3. So that option is no longer available. My only option is, which is more aggressive treatment, is surgery. Now, I didn't do more damage because I waited. But if I want to heal properly and walk normally again, then I need surgery. And I'm like, doctor, are you serious? He's like, yeah, when do you want your surgery? I'm like, well, when should I have it? The sooner the better. Okay, what about tomorrow? Seriously, tomorrow? I honestly came in here thinking you guys were going to tell me, okay, take aspirin, take Tylenol, and keep your feet elevated. And bada bing, bada boom, you're done. You're going to get better. Not, you ruptured your tendon and now you need surgery. Okay, wow. So that was a total shocker. And I'm going to send you home in a splint. Okay, when are we going to do that? Today. Today? Oh my God, I'm so overwhelmed. And honestly, I promise you guys the whole time I was just laughing because I had no other response because it was just too comical. I mean, so outrageously beyond my expectations that I didn't even know how to absorb it, but just laugh. And I'm glad they had a good sense of humor, that I had a good sense of humor, because there was no real other response than to just laugh. So I came home with a splint, which I thought was the same thing as a soft cast, but totally different according to the orthopedic technician. So anyways, really quickly, I was reading a magazine while waiting for doctor, right? And so doctor's like, okay, wait here, Catherine, I'll be right back. Okay, I put back the magazine. He was like, you're really hard-headed, aren't you? I'm like, why? You're not supposed to be on your feet? I'm like, oh, you mean starting now? He's like, yeah, starting like 5 minutes ago, like since your injury. I'm like, my bad, doctor. Okay, I promise to be good. So I am officially not able to use my right leg because it happened on my right Achilles tendon. No driving allowed, which I've been doing for the past 3 weeks. No walking, which I've been doing for the past 3 weeks. No this, no that, no this, which I've been doing all 3 weeks. So shame on me, Catherine. Now that's not allowed, and I'm supposed to have surgery as soon as possible. So that's it for my first video. That was a lot. And I'll keep you guys updated as I progress through this injury. So again, I ruptured my Achilles tendon, which basically attaches the calf muscle to your heel. It's completely snatched off. So I have nothing holding that together. My foot is limp. And I will keep you posted on how surgery goes, when it happens, and my recovery and rehab and all that stuff. So stay tuned, you guys. Signing out. I forgot to record, this is my splint with some signatures. And this is the crutches I went home with. Yay me!